Imagine facing life's chaos with a calm so steady that nothing can shake your inner peace. Sounds like a superpower, right? We may not control what happens to us, but we have complete control over how we respond. In a world where uncertainty is constant, this mindset can be the anchor you've been searching for. It isn't about detachment or suppressing emotions. It's about taking action, living with intention, building resilience, and cultivating joy, even in the face of adversity. Whether you're feeling overwhelmed, navigating hardship, or simply seeking more meaning in daily life, find ways that offers a practical, transformative path forward. So if you're ready to explore this powerful principles, stay with me. Don't skip a second. In this video, we'll uncover the timeless wisdom and how it can reshape not just how you think, but how you live. If you're ready for real change, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this journey. Let's dive in. 1. Focus on what you can control. Have you ever been stuck in traffic, fuming with frustration, or seen a negative comment online that ruined your mood? We all have. Life constantly throws little tests at us, challenges that shake our peace of mind. But here's a powerful idea that can shift your entire mindset. Focus only on what's within your control. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Think about that. You can't control traffic, the weather, or someone's rude comment, but you can control your reaction. That's where your true power lies. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. Let's apply this. Imagine you're in a traffic jam, late for a meeting. You can either stew in stress, or use the time to breathe, listen to a podcast, or enjoy music. The traffic stays the same, but your experience changes. This mindset applies to every part of life: goals, relationships, setbacks. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. So the next time something frustrates you, ask, is this within my control? If it's not, let it go. Shift your energy to your response, your mindset, and your actions. This simple shift reduces stress, boosts clarity, and builds resilience. It's not easy, but it's a practice. Daily progress over perfection. And here's the twist. It doesn't just help you endure obstacles, it teaches you to embrace them. Because every challenge is an opportunity to grow. 2. Embracing obstacles as opportunities. When life throws a curveball, most people ask, why me? But instead you should ask, what can I learn? The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. In other words, obstacles aren't roadblocks, they're launch pads for growth. Every challenge we face holds a lesson. What you resist persists. The more we fight our problems, the more power they gain. But when we accept and engage with them, we grow stronger. Here's how that looks in real life. Job rejections. Instead of spiraling into doubt, ask what skills you could sharpen. Each no becomes feedback, guiding you to a better yes. Personal conflicts. They're uncomfortable, sure, but they're chances to practice patience, empathy, and better communication. Every challenge becomes a teacher, if we're willing to learn. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Don't just endure your obstacles, embrace them. Let them shape you, teach you, and elevate you. So next time you're hit with adversity, pause and ask, what is this here to teach me? That shift in mindset transforms hardship into growth, pain into progress, and obstacles into opportunities. 3. Living in the present moment, the power of now. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. This ancient advice reminds us of a simple truth. Now is all we ever truly have. Yet, staying present is one of our greatest struggles. Our minds constantly drift, replaying the past or worrying about the future. This mental noise pulls us away from the richness of what's happening right in front of us. The least of things with a meaning is worth more in life than the greatest of things without it. Living in the moment gives meaning to everyday experiences. The taste of a meal, a deep conversation, a walk in nature. A mindful living is the key to eudaimonia, a life of purpose and fulfillment. By focusing on the present, we align with our values and live more fully. So how do we do it? Through mindfulness, the simple act of paying attention without judgment. When you eat, savor each bite. When you walk, feel the ground beneath you. When someone speaks, listen. Don't just wait to reply. These small practices anchor us to the now and deepen our connection with life. True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence on the future. Living in the present doesn't mean ignoring the past or future. It means learning from them without being ruled by them. It's about finding peace in the middle ground. So take a breath, refocus. This moment, right here, is where life happens. Let's be here for it. 4. Practicing gratitude, the key to contentment. We need to understand something we often forget. Constantly chasing more leads to less satisfaction. Focus on what you already have, because often the best things in life are already within reach. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it was a way of life. But how do we practice gratitude, especially during hard times? Start small. Each morning or evening, reflect on 3 things you're grateful for. A warm meal, a kind word, a moment of peace. This simple habit rewires the brain to notice the good, even in difficulty. Gratitude also means reframing challenges. Instead of asking, "Why me?" ask, "What is this teaching me?" Every hardship holds a lesson, and recognizing it builds emotional resilience. It's also about connection. A sincere thank you can uplift others and deepen relationships. Gratitude reminds us we're not alone and helps us appreciate those who walk with us. So let's make gratitude a daily practice. Celebrate small joys. Learn from the hard days. And remember, it's not happiness that brings gratitude. It's gratitude that brings happiness. 6. Accepting change. Flowing with life's rhythm. This principle teaches us to embrace change as an essential part of life, not something to resist, but something to welcome. Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny for what could more aptly fit your needs. Every change, good or bad, was purposeful, woven into the fabric of our personal journey. We need to warn ourselves against clinging too tightly to our current circumstances. Why? Because everything eventually changes. Flexibility, he believed, was key to peace and personal growth. We can't control external change, but we can control how we respond. And in that response lies our power. So how do we accept change more gracefully? Recognize it's inevitable. Everything is in motion. Seasons shift, people evolve, and we change too. Fighting change is like resisting the tide. Practice mindfulness. By being fully present, we can appreciate what we have without becoming attached. That awareness makes letting go easier when change arrives. Modern psychology backs this up. When we view change as an opportunity, not a threat, we reduce stress, build resilience, and thrive. So let's stop resisting and start flowing. Change isn't the enemy. It's the process by which we grow, evolve, and unfold into who we're meant to be. 7. Practicing compassion and empathy, strength through kindness. It teaches us to value compassion and empathy, not as soft emotions, but as vital strengths that sustain a virtuous and connected life. What brings no benefit to the hive brings none to the bee, reminding us that our individual well-being is tied to the well-being of others. As social beings, we thrive through cooperation and care. Kindness and generosity reflect our truest human instincts. Helping others, he taught, is also a way of helping ourselves. Even when wronged, he encouraged understanding, realizing others often act from pain or ignorance. We need to seek the reasons behind people's actions. Empathy doesn't mean accepting harmful behavior, but it does mean approaching others with a desire to understand rather than judge. So how do we practice this? Listen deeply. Really hear people, their stories, their struggles, their feelings. Listening with full attention is a simple but powerful act of compassion. Put yourself in their shoes. Imagine their experiences. What are they going through? This perspective shift builds connection and dissolves distance. Offer small kindnesses. A smile, a kind word, or simply being present can brighten someone's day and remind them they're not alone. Support without judgment. In times of difficulty, be the person who shows up, not to fix, but to understand and care. We need to learn to emphasize friendship and empathy as essential to a meaningful life. True connection, he said, is built not just in joy, but in shared sorrow and mutual support. Modern psychology agrees. Compassion not only strengthens our relationships, but improves our own mental health, fostering a deeper sense of belonging and purpose. At its core, compassion is recognizing that every person has a story, and every action comes from somewhere. When we choose empathy, we contribute to a kinder world and become better, more fulfilled humans in the process. Conclusion. Integrating these principles into your life. Reflection is not about self-criticism, but about learning and growth. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a close friend. True wisdom arises from understanding ourselves, our actions, and our place in the world. This is the heart of living a reflective, virtuous life. Modern psychology confirms that regular reflection improves mental health, clarity, and personal growth. It helps us process emotions, learn from experiences, and make better decisions. By committing to this practice, we actively shape our lives according to our deepest values rather than passively drifting through them. Each reflection brings insight, helping us move forward with awareness and alignment toward who we truly are and aspire to be. These lessons aren't just ancient philosophy, they are practical tools for managing stress, making wiser choices, and finding peace amid chaos. Remember, it's not the challenges that define us, but the strength, wisdom, and compassion we cultivate along the way. Every reflection, every kind act, adds a brushstroke to the masterpiece of your life. So don't just exist, live vibrantly, purposefully, and authentically.